we dive straight in tonight to the news that has been dominating this week. And unfortunately, I'm not talking about the fact that Nicolas Cage will be starring in a movie called Pig, in which he plays a truffle hunter who wants his pig back, which he is, and it's all I want to talk about. But sadly, instead, we have to talk about this.
Secret cover-up. The whistleblower complaint sending shockwaves through Washington.
Troubling new details about the president's phone call with the leader of Ukraine.
During the call, Mr. Trump pressured the Ukrainian president 8 times to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden's son, Hunter.
Wow, 8 times! The only time it makes sense to ask for the same thing 8 times in a single phone call is if you're trying to connect with a customer service agent for AT&T. Boom! I got your business, Daddy, I got you! You genuinely bad company. But look, it is true. Trump is at the centre of another looming scandal. Basically, he's accused of withholding nearly $400 million in military aid to Ukraine and then using it as leverage to get dirt on Joe Biden. It is very, very dumb. And you might remember, we called his Russia scandal Stupid Watergate, which unfortunately means that we now have to work out what this sequel should be called. Now, we considered Stupid Watergate 2, Look Who's Stupid Now, the same guy, or Stupid Watergate with the number 2 in the word stupid, or Stupid Watergate with the words 2 in the word stupid. But in the end, we've settled simply on this. Stupid Watergate 2, the stupidest Watergate. And that'll work fine, you know, until the next one comes along. Now, initially, the White House denied any wrongdoing, even voluntarily releasing their account of the president's call, claiming that it exonerated him, except when you actually read the account, it emphatically does not do that. Because Trump explicitly asks for Biden to be investigated and follows it by saying, I will have Mr. Giuliani give you a call, and I'm also going to have Attorney General Barr call, and we will get to the bottom of it. And it's frankly impressive just how thorough that abuse of power is. He's looping in both someone so involved in the government they should be nowhere near this kind of petty dirt, and someone so involved in petty dirt they should be nowhere near the government. And it got even worse the next morning when the whistleblower's complaint was released, which made it pretty clear that after the phone call, the White House worked extremely hard to cover its tracks.
The whistleblower says senior White House officials worked to lock down all records of a presidential phone call this summer out of fear that they had witnessed the president abuse his office for personal gain.
It's true. The notes from the call were stored in a separate code word level system meant for highly classified information, despite the fact there was no legitimate reason to do that. And why do that if there wasn't something very bad in there? If you don't want someone to see something embarrassing on your computer, everyone knows you just put it in a folder labelled finance records. I mean, I wouldn't do that because my finance records folder is too full of finance records. Wait, no, don't open it. Don't open it. No. Okay. Here's what that is. Here's what that is. Yes, you have found my collection of hamsters in little Speedos. It's not a sex thing. I mean, that one is a bit of a sex thing, but we don't have time. We don't have time to get into it. The point is, every part of this new Stupid Watergate is dumber than you can even imagine. Even Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, is himself ridiculous. He actually used to be a comedian, at one point playing the president of Ukraine in a sitcom, although my favourite fact about him is that one of his old comedy routines was him and another guy pretending to play the piano with, well, you'll see. Yep. Yeah, he played the piano with his dick. And just spare a thought for the guy next to him.